Hey, I'm Colin over here at Millstone Market Nursery. We're a small retail nursery outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And today I just kind of wanted to go over with you a few of the hosta varieties that we have and how you can benefit from having them in your shade garden. This is a Rosendale Golden Goose plantain lily and a Blue Angel plantain lily. The Blue Angel getting about 2.5 feet tall with 4-foot flower spikes and 6 feet wide max maturity. The Goldendale Rosin Goose is going to get about 3 feet tall by 4 feet wide. They're both very good herbaceous perennials. They will die down in the winter, but they're grown in zone 4 to 9, so they're very versatile where they can be planted. They pair well with things like columbine, lungwort, heuchera, things of such that will give you blooms at certain times of the year where this won't, because these are strictly summer bloomers. These two in particular have very thick foliage, which is going to help block against slug damage and things like that and help keep your hosta looking nice throughout the year. These work well paired taller hostas in front, and you can put smaller ones in the back and kind of just add a layer of canopy of foliage color throughout the summer. Although this is an herbaceous perennial, it will come up probably March, April. You'll start seeing little eyes come up, and before you know it, you'll have a full mound of hosta. It'll look beautiful. Just add a really nice pop of color to a shade garden where you might not be able to get bloom all summer long. We're going to be planting a hosta today, but I wanted to kind of go over with you a few things that we need to do in order to have good success with our planting. First is going to be amending the soil. Here in the Mid-South, we have very hard clay soil that is very bad for drainage and doesn't allow the roots to really grow and expand like they need to. So in order to fix that, we're going to use cotton burr compost. It's 100% composted cotton burr. It's all organic. It's good for veggie gardens, herbs, perennials, trees, shrubs, anything you want to put in the ground. Second, we're going to be using, it's made by Espoma, soil perfector. What we do is put that in the bottom of the hole. It keeps voles from coming in and eating at the tuberous roots of the hosta. And lastly, Saturday lime. We ring around with that, and that keeps pests from chewing away at the foliage of the hosta. We're going to be planting a guacamole hosta right now. It gets about 2 feet by 3 feet wide at maturity. So let's get to it. So now we've already raked back the pine straw, which we're using as mulch today. And the next step is going to be digging your hole. For this area that we live in right here, we're in Memphis, Tennessee. You're not going to want to dig as deep as you would up north, but you are still going to want to go as wide. Tags say to plant twice the width of the plant, and so that's what we're going to do. If you don't amend the soil, you're going to have water sitting in your hole. Your roots aren't going to be able to grow, and you're just overall not going to have a healthy plant. We're going to take our compost. We're just going to take a little bit of it, about a handful, and just kind of spread it evenly in the hole. We're going to mix with our soil perfector. And so what this soil perfector does, it's just basically a bunch of little bitty rocks. This is going to keep voles away. That's the hope, because they really do not like to dig through this porous type of rock and things. It just really agitates them. They just really don't like to do it. And this is another important step right here, especially for where we live. The rule that I always use is 2 fingers. That's what I've noticed for success. So ground level, you want to have a good, 1/2 inch at least, or 2 fingers width of your root ball showing. And then we're going to add a little more compost and fill in 50-50 with the compost and the dirt that we dug out of the hole. Mulch around the top, pack it in. This is a very good product. I use it in my vegetable garden. We use it for trees, shrubs, perennials. Just, you cannot use this compost in a container just because it is too strong. Okay. Now we're gonna mulch back over, spread that evenly. Lastly, we're gonna take our first Saturday lime. This is gonna prevent slugs from crawling near the hosta, and you just make a little ring around the base of the hosta. And so what we did here was we spread our mulch back, we dug our hole twice the width of the root ball, we amended the soil, we used soil conditioner in order to keep the voles away, we packed it in, mulched over with more compost, and then once we put the mulch back over, we used the first Saturday lime, rung around it to keep the slugs and other things like that off of it. And with these few steps, you're guaranteed to have successful planting in this area.